Hi everybody, it's Tal here. I am here to explain stats, I guess, since I guess a lot of people don't understand stats. And stats are like complicated and weird when it comes to building because a lot of different characters need a lot of different things, and some characters need the same things, and it depends on what you want with your team. It's all very complicated. So, but first things first, I'm going to explain Zing, which I don't understand Zing myself either, but you know, Zing. So if you go to your you go to hero and you go to like your main attributes page, you can scroll down or move down, but you don't have to since it's all in one little page. But over here, when you click on Zing, over here it will tell you determine the skill damage of water element. So this means it will tell you how much damage your Zing is doing for water damage, which is your elemental damage. So the more Zing you have, the more extra damage you're doing on top of your base damage. Vim is the decrease the damage you are taking from water element, and on top of like the skills that you get from your companion spirit echo, you get the extra benefit to it. So you're taking reduction on damage for water elemental damage and the base um, stats of like of defense. Um, but that's about it really. Um, Hap here is the more Hap that you have on a character, so depending on what character you want for Hap, um, they will be um, they will be the fastest and they will get full rage. And I don't get the next part because I don't know, like you just get extra evasion for a buff if the ally is the higher hap than the attacker. I don't know what that really means. I think it could be a translation error, but yeah, that's what hap does. And ocean here, it just converts your standard attack and defense into zing and vim. Um, to give you extra stats and defense against elemental damage. That's about it, really. um, Next up. Um, so characters that need specific stats. Alright, so let's go into the collection. Alright, so collection. So, in the guards, so a lot of guards need different things. A lot of them need burst, a lot of them need, some need agility, some just need sustain, but most of them just need attack, damage buff, and crit, and evasion gems, and stats. So when you do the stats, there's also like crit damage, buff, and crit damage, and stats as well, but that's a little bit more complicated into inscriptions. So all guards don't really need extra evasion since they're like the cleanup house, except for maybe Shen and Helen C. They both need agility because um, they're slow and they don't really need the shields. Well, mainly Helen C doesn't need the shields, but she's just slow. Oops, I didn't mean to click on him. Sorry. So next up, we go to the collection here. Okay, so scholars. So scholars here are all just brute damage, and you need attack, damage buff, um, and crit, and mostly agility and evasion as well. The defensive gems are like res, damage res, and defense. HP not so much. You're supposed to be more glass cannon. Um, so the exception of 2 heroes on this list, I mean there's also 3 with Lin I think, but we don't really use Lin in competitive play. So Li Bai and Sung Yu are 2 types of heroes that are actually very different in terms of playstyle. Li Bai, when he gets his fabled skin, he dispels buffs. So when people have like agility buff or attack buff, he'll take that away, or a shield, he'll take that away so that you can do more damage. Also, his main passive will steal the enemy's buffs, which is also good too. and put it on himself and use it. And also with his skin, he will also attack as much as possible that the game allows him to. Now, Sung Yu, he is straight up just damage, but he strips layers of debuffs. So the more debuffs you have, the more likely he'll just take it off every time he's attacking. So that's about it. So next up we have doctors. Doctors here are um, some of them are unique, some of them are just very easy. They all do different things. Um, so Miyu is a rage control. She rage controls and confines you. Sometimes you want her slow, sometimes you want her fast. So that means building agility or no agility. Taping, you just want her slow. Lotus Fairy, she's more of a damage one, and she doesn't need too much accuracy to be functional, but some accuracy is appreciated for her rage ability. Dodgy, you want her to be as fast as possible. Ying Zhen, he's more rage control and damage. He doesn't have any specific ability that does crowd control, but he's better being really fast. The faster he is, the more likely he'll just like steal abilities more likely or often, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's how it works, but yeah. Gugu here, he is a really good doctor. He has the ability to double his like abilities every round, and he also takes the ability to heal away. Shen has the ability to make sure that you don't use your rage ability and take away um, attack and agility and stuff like that. So she's also really good. So the main priority gems for this one is accuracy, AGI, and evasion, and then like defensive gems. No offense gems whatsoever on them. So next up we have the gourmets. Gourmets are pretty awesome. They're all really good in their own ways. Um, Two of them do need accuracy, which is Princess Ling Long and Jia. Meng is awesome. So Zhao Jing, she's iffy. Without her skin, she's kind of weirdish, but she's good on itself. You want to build her straight up tank, just HP, res, damage, res, and evasion. Agility, sometimes you want her to be fast or slow so that she can have shields all the time or heal early on, depending if you do more damage to yourself. Wu Zaitan, she's just a straight up tank and provides you buffs in the turn. She can hit hard, but it's not viable, so just build her tanky. Dao Chan, she's just a standard healer that revives and just HP as her main gem. Meng, HP and attack as her main gem, agility as well. Zhuangzi is HP as well. Jia's attack, so he's a bodyguard and stuff like that. The companion spirits that you usually want on here is the jellyfish. I mean, you can have the exception for the auric plume or the other evasion companion spirit that you can use on here. So the doctors, you want the divine octopus, or you can use any number of the jellyfish, phoenix, gilded phoenix, or any of the like the tanky companion spirits. There's many of them, and not the damage ones. For the guards and the scholars, sometimes you want the evasion one, which is the Eric Plume, and I think the ghostly snowflakes. And then you want Rosy Star, or the dragon one, or Koi Star, or Divine Pufferfish. And those are the companion spirits that you want for them. And I hope that this helps you in some kind of way. Okay, have a good day. Bye.